Let's now get across to Stuart O'Grady, who's not out on the race, but he's watching from the comfort of his own home. Stuart O'Grady, what's it like to be the race director sitting at home watching the race?
Pretty bizarre, to be honest. My palms are probably sweatier than usual. I look at it. I think I'm just experimenting with a new style of the modern race director, which can be done remotely.
It's like being a school teacher last year. It's all remote learning. This is remote race directing.
Yeah, look, it's challenging, that's for sure. Just not being on the ground. You realise, obviously, a race director and anything to do with the race, you need to be on the ground and around the guys. And just trying to deal with a few challenges, obviously from home. But as we know, Kimberley's a fantastic race director. And look, it's certainly given me a different view, different aspect of the race. We spent a lot of time and energy putting all this together, and it feels really surreal kind of, sitting home watching the great broadcast, which obviously isn't normally a part of being a race director because you're in the car. So, it's interesting to see and pick up a lot of things. Got the guys to move some barriers last night after watching the criterium and the girls warm up. You just kind of notice things which you might not see from the car. So, it's different, but we're getting there.
So, Stu, we know you've put a whole lot of time into designing this course along with Kimberley Conti, and we come up with some really interesting parcours for this week. Tell us a little bit about today's stage, how it's been set up, what your expectation is, and what you've put into the course, what you're trying to lure out of the riders.
Yeah, so as you know, it's a really fine balance, Robbie. Normally the World Tour level, a lot of the climbs which we'd have in a domestic race, the World Tour level, for those guys, it's just a little blip. I guess with the width of talent and ability we have in the NRS model, with a sprinkling of World Tour elite riders and then with under 19s and, a couple of riders in there have got, birth years, which for me doesn't seem that long ago. There's a couple of kids have only just turned 17. So, it's a real fine balancing act to design stages where, you want exciting and fun racing, but at the same time, they can't be too difficult. And we don't want to, obviously blow the race to pieces early. But you want it to be entertaining and challenging. So I made the stages a little bit shorter than usual, but there's always a little opportunity, as Scotty said earlier in the piece, about there's quite a few little ramps on the finish circuits, which, if someone decides to try and control the race for their sprinter, they should be able to do so. But if someone's really feeling like a bit of a firecracker, there's a couple of opportunities to launch pads, as I prefer to call them, which, back in my heyday, if I would have got pretty excited about an opportunity to attack and potentially hold on for a win. So I'm really looking forward to seeing this all play out. I've been playing it over and over and millions of times in my mind for the past 12 months. Just see it come to fruition and the guys out there racing and the girls last week. It's really cool.